All right, boys and girls, we're on page 327 today, lesson 6.3. We are going to be converting units of weight. All right, so we've done length, we've done capacity, now we are doing units of weight. So that's like ounces in pounds. So you weigh, I don't know, 100 pounds maybe, or a little more, a little less, depending on your size. So you understand pounds. Now, if I have 2,000 pounds, I have a ton. Okay, if you look up here, here's our conversion factors that we've been talking about. Or you can go to 16 ounces is 1 pound. So if you went to the grocery store and you wanted to make chocolate chips, you would find a bag of chocolate chips, and that would be by ounces, or usually like 12 ounces or something. Okay, so it shows you that it's not quite a pound of chocolate that you would put into one big, huge thing of chocolate chips. All right, so let's talk about doing some converting. I'm just going to get right into it today. We're going to take that conversion factor and go from there. All right, here on the Unlock the Problem on the page says this: the largest pearl ever found weighed 226 ounces. I'm going to stop right there. The reason I'm going to stop is simply because I'm going to write down 226, okay? Ounces, and ounces is usually OZ, I know that's weird, but that's what it is equal to something. What is the pearl's weight in pounds? Now, this is what's really weird. Pounds is written in the real word is Libra, and it's just hard to explain all of that. So it's an L and a B together. So that's how pounds goes. I want to know how many pounds is 226 ounces. We're going to do a simple conversion using our conversion chart right here. So I need to know how many ounces are in a pound, basically. This is the smaller, this is the larger. So the larger one is always 1, right? Think of the L like larger as 1. That kind of helps. I'm going to start by setting this up. I already know that 226 is over 1, right? This is an ounce. So ounces are going to go on the bottom here. Whatever I do, ounces are on the bottom. Pounds are going to be on the top for my conversion factor. Now I know from up here it says that there is 16 ounces and 1 pound. There's my conversion factor, okay? Whoops, again, I keep putting equals, you guys, so I don't want to redo a video just because I mess up every time. All right, now I'm going to multiply. I have 226 times 1, which is 226, over 1 times 16 is 16. Okay, when you have a fraction, you're going to have to simplify it, okay? That's basically dividing, right? So we're going to take 226 and we're going to divide it by 16. Okay, 16 goes in here 1 time. Okay, if I subtract, I end up with 6 left over because that's a 1. Bring down my 6. Now 16 goes into 66. How many times do you think? Maybe about 4. Let's try it. 16 times 4, that's 24. I got 64. What a good guess. So that's 14, and then I'm going to subtract my 64. It's supposed to be a 4. I'm so sorry. That's 2 left over. Okay, when I have a leftovers, this is a time when remainders are remainders. You don't want to put a decimal. You don't want to bring it up because you're converting. All right, so that means I have 14 pounds and 2, what did I start with? Ounces. So you have a combination of pounds and ounces. That happened in our last question, also our last lesson with capacity. So boys and girls, set up the problem. Set up the problem. After you set it up, find your conversion factor and then multiply across, and then you're either going to have the answer or you're going to have to do a division. All right? Okay, let's do a metric. We should do a metric really quick. Okay, same process as what we've done before. I'll do the book's way of doing it because it's identical to what we've been doing. It's still doing the same process, okay? It's doing the same thing, but it's a little different. I'll just cover up that. We don't need it. Okay, now instead of kilometers and all of that, we're going to have grams, G-R-A-M-S. A gram is about the weight, 1 gram is about the weight of 1 paper clip. Okay, so think about a paper clip. It's a really, really small unit of weight. This is also something we do in science. I'm sure you've been measuring things, or you will be measuring things in grams to be doing some experiments. Okay, so the metric unit uses the same words as before. So let's do a quick conversion. Let's convert 200 milligrams into grams. Okay? All right, so let's do the book way. We have 200 grams over 1, always over 1, is equal to my conversion factor. Okay? Grams are on the bottom, and, whoops, I'm sorry, this is milligrams, my bad. Milligrams are on the bottom here, it puts grams on the top here. Okay, now I have to go from milli to gram, which is right here, which means 1. Okay, so I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3 jumps. So I'm going to go over 1, 2, and 3 zeros, add my 1. Okay, that means I have a 1 down here at the bottom. And I am so sorry, I just did that backwards. Okay. Whoops, let me redo that for you. All right, stay with me, boys and girls. My bad, I'm getting tired, can you tell? All right, there are 1,000 milligrams in 1 gram. I'm glad I caught that before I went on. All right, again, this is not an equals. I just keep doing that. I'll probably do it a lot, so you'll just have to give me grace. All right, 200 times 1 is 200 over 1,000. Okay, whoops, 1,000. So I'm going to have to take 200 and I'm going to have to divide by 1,000. Now I have to add a decimal and a 0. Now I can divide, right? If I bring my decimal up, then I can take 1,000 into 2,000. It goes 2 times. So in the metric system, we use decimals. We just simply use a decimal. It's the way it is. So that gives me 0.2 grams. Okay, that's the book's way of doing it. Now, Ms. Gassman's way of doing it is this. Okay, we're going to go back. I'm going to erase the book's way here real quick. We're going to get the exact same answer. Trust me. Except for we're just going to do things just a slightly different way. All right. So now we're going to go from milli, still 3 jumps, right? Okay. Add a 1, so still 1,000. Okay. Now when I go this direction, we multiply, or I'm sorry, we divide. My bad. Oh my goodness. I think I need to take a nap. All right. We divide. Let me redo that. Okay, so we're going to divide. Okay, so we're going to divide by 1,000. So if I start with 2,000 and I divide by 1,000, I'm going to start with my whole number right here, and I'm going to bounce 1, 2, 3, 0. So 1, 2, 3 places, and look what I get. I get 0.2. That is the answer that I came up with here when I was converting to grams. So boys and girls, you're literally moving the decimal one direction or the other. You're not changing the order of the numbers. You're literally just changing the decimal when you're working with the metric system. That's what makes it so easy. All right, I hope that you got enough information from this video to be able to convert units of customary weight and also the metric system. All right, happy math.